What's up? It's Fire with Dad.
Fire with Dad, baby. Fire with Dad.
So awesome. Y'all missed it. He thought we were live a minute ago, and he did his Fire with Dad, and he wasn't live. There's Aaron. We got a studio audience today. We're in the office. Live studio audience. We do have a live studio audience.
Live studio audience.
So you ought to sit here and ask questions and grill us. So Austin, show us your orange pants. You guys got to see this. Austin's got orange pants. That is a true employee rocking MP orange pants. He stole them from a homeless guy, we think. Okay,
check them out.
Cool. And he's got orange Popeyes. So here we go. Fire with Dad. We got my man Luis from Chi-Town. Dad, you can't eat during the interview.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're just going to crank out some Popeyes live? You realize the studio audience would be insulted? Like you wouldn't even offer Popeyes.
Oh,
Are you going to try and convince me fried chicken's a vegetable this time?
that's right.
Try to convince me an onion ring was a vegetable one time.
It is.
I showed up at Frisch's, and he had told me he was starting to eat good, and he's got this triple decker and onion rings. And I'm like, that's not good. It's a vegetable. I'm like, an onion ring is not counted as a vegetable. Okay, so here we go. Fire with Dad. We got Luis, who, what about this guy not wearing orange?
I can't believe it.
That's not cool. I asked you if you wanted me to wear one.
That's
not cool.
Beforehand, he was like, should I go get some gear? Because we got a whole closet. I'm like, no, you're good. Wear Pac-Man. So let's talk about a topic. Talk about a topic of giving praise. So yesterday, this week, and next week, and the week after, I'm doing 40 different podcast interviews where I'm a guest on podcasts. I just got Josh Copel's podcast, who's got a couple. He does some stuff with Yelp. I did Cutting Onions yesterday with Bobby Shaw. I've got 2 of them tomorrow, I think. And Bobby yesterday showed me the book because we advanced copied books to all the people we're interviewing with. It goes on sale, by the way, shameless plug, $6.99 on Amazon tomorrow, lowered from $25, $6.99. Get your copy. $6.99, baby. So he showed me his copy and it's highlighted, and he's just praising it. He's dropping lines from every chapter. And it made me feel amazing because I think a lot of times we don't hear the positive. Customers call you when something's wrong. Nobody calls like Aaron, our realtor over here is ever hanging out. And people don't call after 3 months in the house and go, man, this place is awesome. They call and go, oh my God, the sump pump blew up and Jimmy got water on his face and he fell down the stairs and he broke his arm. And
He did? Oh.
Okay, it didn't happen. That was a story.
Oh.
So let's talk about giving praise. Let's talk about the importance of acknowledging people that you give money to for a service when they do it right.
Well, it's kind of humorous because on my coaching session this week, I did a survey.
Did you eat Popeye's chicken during that?
No.
Okay.
I was doing a survey, and one of the questions is, do you give good feedback, positive feedback to your employees? Yeah. And I think I interviewed about 12 of my clients, and I think only one of them, on a scale of 1 to 10, was above a 5.
Yep.
And so I said, one of the things that you would do is if you gave praise to people, it'd be easier for them to get onto your team to connect with you. Or if they're an employee, then they don't feel like a number anymore. Now they feel like you're part of the program. They're a team and they're working all working for a common cause. Where if you just kind of do your own thing and you're not really giving people praise and they can feel good about themselves, they're not going to feel good about themselves because they're going to feel like they're just no one cares.
Yeah, I agree. I think also even outside of that with vendors, I won't say the brand, but there's a large restaurant we worked with that there was a guy named Tom who was one of the general managers, and we did amazing shit. We helped their brand at such a high level, and he would call up out every day. One of the reasons we quit working with him, I got tired of dealing with him, and which is a shame because there was 9 people and he just ruined it for me. But he would call up and be like, hey, on the contact us page of the website, there's a space missing after the word fax before the number. And I'm like, and he would just go irate. Do we have a fax machine? Well, that's beside the point. We don't have one anymore. But it was always negative. It was never, hey, 400 people came in last week because of the marketing you guys did. I want to say thank you.
Well, actually, that may have been
It's Luis's turn.
I'm sorry.
Geez, you can't just dominate it, chicken boy. By the way, did Austin get a second lunch? Because didn't we go to lunch?
No, he just went to go get
Okay.
food for
Just
him.
making sure. So what do you got?
About feedback,
Positive feedback, praise of people who are helping you and your business, whether it's employees or vendors, go to the next level.
Well, I just gave him feedback on his phone call.
Okay, you're interrupting.
I'm sorry.
We need to have a
No.
penalty box.
No, that was good. The feedback. I think feedback is important because a lot of people, it's an affirmation for people to let them know, hey, you did a good job. And that makes people feel good because sometimes there can be doubt created by what you're doing. It's like, hey, I know that it's working, but I'm not getting any feedback from the person. And I'm only getting phone calls when something happens that's bad. We're fortunate to have, there's one client that we work with and, his name is Daniel. And that dude, he's awesome. Every time I've talked to him on the phone, he's very appreciative of what we do. He's like, man, I just want to tell you, you guys do an amazing job. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that you're always reachable and everything. And I just wanted to let you know that. And that means a lot to me because we deal with a lot of clients and a lot of them, like you said, they only call when something's broken or like, oh my God, this is not working. But almost never do they call just to say, hey, what's going on? And thank you guys did this and it was a great job. And it just makes us as the ones who are delivering and helping them, it makes us feel better. Like, okay, we know that it works because we see the numbers, but there's also that human element of somebody telling you, man, you really helped us out. That was awesome. And that does have another level of value on top of the dollars.
Yeah. I mean, it made my day yesterday with the book. I mean, it's funny. I haven't read it in probably 2, 3, 4 months. I mean, I wrote it over the last year and a half and read it a few times in there. But when somebody told me he's an established person in the restaurant business, he was one of the early on people in Chipotle. And when you hear, like, I take this stuff for granted. Like, this is to me second. It's what I do. And so to me, it's not a big deal, even though I know it is. But when he said that, it was like, wow, this is awesome. And somehow he's going to give the book to people and it's going to make a difference. I think it's key. I think we've got to all look at it. I'm going to reflect today, like, on what are some people that are helping me that I might not have given gratitude lately.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
I literally think we need to make that closet a penalty box. Okay. Thank you, Dad. Thank you for not eating my Thai food today. By the way, my water jug this week is a growler because I couldn't buy the cup, and we don't have any cups here. We got to buy cups. But I do. If you know me, you know I don't actually drink, so I wouldn't have. But this is actually a promotion that we did with Hofbrauhaus like 6-7 years ago. Was one of the early ways we started helping restaurants with trackable marketing was a free growler.
So why are you drinking it? I can't have my chicken. You can drink water. Hello.
Water.
You're the corner, baby.
I need water.
Doug's hand on the corner.
I need water. You don't need chicken. You got a supply there.
Oh,
I'm joking.
okay.
So that's all I got. You got anything you want to add?
The key to, if you want people to connect with you, you want people to be part of your team, you want people to really like you, and part of the know, like, and trust is that you got to appreciate people. You got to tell them that you like them. You got to tell them, hey, you're doing a great job. You got to give them some positive reinforcement. To me, the positive reinforcement makes people do things a little above and beyond and get that next level. Where if you simply don't say anything, guess what? They don't know whether you like it or don't like it. Like Luis said, it's just a matter of getting to that next level. And it's all about positive PMA, positive feedback, baby.
PMA?
Positive mental attitude.
Oh, okay. I'm like positive feedback, PMA. I was wondering if you had your acronyms a little wrong there. What you got?
No, I'm just piggybacking on what your dad said. It's very important on top of creating that connection with that client, not just at a dollar level, but a little bit of deeper. Hey, I want to find out the name of your kids, your wife, like, what do you like to do for fun? What do you like? Because that's how when you connect with customers, but then also taking that to the next level and tell them, man, thank you so much for this XYZ that you did for me. Or, hey, congratulations on your anniversary. Just important things. It tells people that you care about them.
Well, it's the same thing. If you got on Facebook, for instance, Facebook, everybody's got, you got a like.
Yeah.
You always push the like or push the heart, What? The people, they put a picture of themselves on Facebook. You're not supposed to like it. You always like it. Why? It makes them feel good.
Yep. And the last
people love positive reinforcement.
The last part I'll leave with is the number one place I see businesses, restaurants. I was just on a podcast. I talked to a restaurant earlier that I see that they ignore positive feedback is reviews. Is you go to Yelp for any restaurant you visit. So Popeyes, Core Life, like we went to my Thai today. I bet if you go to Yelp and look at the Yelp page, there will be a significant amount of positive reviews that nobody from the business has acknowledged.
Right.
They acknowledge the bad ones. You get on there and go, oh, Jimmy, we're so sorry. We didn't get your order right. We'll fix it. Or, hey, you're wrong. Your food was great. You suck. I mean, they go after it. They don't look at the good ones and say, hey, you're right. Karen's a great server. Our chicken parm is legit. We appreciate your business. We'd love it if you brought a friend back with you next time. Thank you. So that's where I'll sign off on Fire with Dad and Luis. We'll have to get a
Fire with Dad, baby.
Like when you're down here, they have a Fire with Dad and Luis.
Fire with, like call it Chicago Connection, baby.
Chicago Connection, CC, Chicago Connection. Speaking of C's, you got Chicago Connection chicken waiting. Cajun chicken. Because that's Popeyes. Yeah, it's Cajun chicken.
I love that.
So we got Cajun chicken, Chicago Connection, Fire with Dad. We're out. See you later.
Bye.
Adios. End broadcast. And we'll be off.